What's up everyone, it's the GTG coming to you from Singapore to the NYC, and it's part 3 of the Grow Taller mindset. You're going to love today's topic. Today's topic is sex and masturbation. What a video to have a shout out on. I'm going to do the shout outs at the end, but we're going to start because we've got a lot to get through. So yeah, sex and masturbation, basically, right. There's this guy, you may have heard of him, called Sigmund Freud, who is referred to quite a lot in psychology and neurology, right? And he says that as human beings, you have two urges, right? You have the sex urge and the urge to be great. And I believe this, I completely think it's true. And sex is the most powerful emotion that you can have, right? So, during adolescence, your teenage years, you are given this, it's like a lottery, man. It's like you've hit the jackpot, you get given all this sexual energy, sexual power, and like, you just don't know what to do with it, man. You just think, what the hell? What's all this stuff? And I don't know if you're like me, but when I was in my teens, I was just jacking off all the time. And the trouble is, when you jack off all the time, you lose your inhibitions. You get lazy. You start looking for better highs. So you start maybe having fast food, turning to alcohol, smoking, drugs. All kinds of crazy stuff, all just because you get given this power of sex, and you just completely don't know how to control it. And another thing is that I think what a lot of people believe is that the sex urge is just like a physical thing, and the only way they feel like they can have that release is just through physical contact or physical masturbation. So yeah, as an adolescent, a lot of teens get completely out of control with it, and they get given this power, and they just think, I'm just gonna jack off all the time, because if I jack off all the time, it feels great. But then the trouble is when you jack off all the time, you're searching for the next high, because it's soon lost, man, unless you can jack off all the time and still get the same high. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people lose their inhibitions, they, turn to all kinds of crazy stuff. And the trouble is that a lot of people who want to grow taller are in their teens, so it's quite hard, because you think, well, I get it all the time, man. People sending me emails, they say like, oh, I don't like talking about it, but it's fine, man. Everyone does it. It's fine. Boys and girls, it applies to both. You've got to suppress that urge, man. For example, right, Mike Tyson, heavyweight champion of the world, the youngest heavyweight champion of the world, he refrained from sex during adolescence. He had the power of a great mentor. He had a third influence, who was a legend in boxing called Customato. So Customato was his mentor. He refrained from sex, and he put that sexual power into something else, which was boxing, and he became the youngest heavyweight champion of the world. And you'll find with a lot of boxers and people who do like combat sports that they will refrain from it. They will refrain from masturbating, up into a fight. I know David Hay, I think I read an article once, and he refrained from it for 3 months. And some of you may think, man, that's a long time, but trust me, man, like, once you've got past that, it's like smoking, I suppose. Once you get past that 4-day, that 4-day cycle, it's fine, man. But you've got to release that sexual energy in more creative and constructive ways, and do it for a purpose. So by not masturbating, you're gonna get more focused. You're gonna have more drive. You're gonna have more determination, and it does apply to both boys and girls. And I mean, the thing is that humans are the only animal, well, apparently dolphins as well, but humans are the only animal that have sex for fun. So the trouble is, it's not like as and when, it's just when are we going to have sex, when are we going to have sex? It's just sex, 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 sex. So every other creature suppresses it, and they do it for the purpose of production, of keeping the, spreading the seed, But humans just like, yeah, I do it all the time. But you see, like imagine like a tiger, for instance. If a tiger was having sex all the time, man, it would be nowhere near as ferocious as it is like day to day. They suppress it and they save it for that mate, and then it's like all that energy and all that determination, focus. Think how focused you are when you, especially for guys asking girls out. Think how focused you are when you're asking a girl out. That's the trouble with like when a lot of couples get married. There isn't that chase anymore, and you really focus when you're chasing someone. It's like a lot of people say, oh, it's all about the chase. It's all about it is all about the chase. And so the question is, what's your purpose? Find the purpose, the reason why you're growing taller, and use that as your call to not masturbate and save it, man. And I'm sure you're wondering, has Michael masturbated? No. Day 27 hasn't masturbated. Time for the shout-outs anyway. Right. Coming on to that first shout-out, it kind of links in with what we're talking about today. And my first shout-out is to Awesome Guy 777-100. Now this is a guy called Chris. Now Chris is completely in love with a beautiful girl who is a little bit taller than he is. And Chris, what I'm going to say to you is, here's your injection. This is your purpose, man. This is your purpose. Refrain from masturbating. Make sure you get yourself focused. Stick on this course, because if you love this girl, and I'm sure she'll appreciate it when you've grown taller, it's going to be worth it, man. The sex with her is going to be 10 times better than masturbating for the next 90 days. So make sure that you stay focused, don't masturbate, and just do it, man. Just do it. I'm injecting you. You can do this. You can do this, Chris. I know you can. Just 24 hours, mate. Just 24 hours. You will get that girl. I know you will. It's funny, man, because like a lot